It takes commitment to achieve anything significant in life. You are unstoppable when you show a serious commitment to achieving your goals. Getting rid of useless or not so productive habits and developing new useful ones, which are more productive, will help you lead a much healthier, more successful life. So, check this video by Deshna Jain, who applied the principles of ancient Jain wisdom on her MKPs, which are Mohaniya karmas, the karmas which make us sleepwalk through our lives, and how Deshna is able to change her not so useful habits, which is our sleeping state, to more productive, more useful ones.
Jai Janine. My name is Reshna Jain, and I had the habit of daydreaming and got rid of it. So today I would like to share with you exactly how I got rid of my daydreaming habit and the process. So in the process, I will be including the week number, my experiences, my ratios, and my observations. So first, let's get to know my beliefs. It means what I believed when I thought that it's okay to daydream. This belief was daydreaming helps me avoid boring tasks. And what is this belief letting me do? Well, this belief is letting me experience the feeling I want to feel, which is happiness or excitement. I love to feel happy or excited, especially when it comes to boring tasks or things that I don't want to do. But without this belief, I would finish my tasks on time and save a lot of time to do activities like art. I love to do art. And finally, the thing that helped me get rid of my daydreaming habit, my useful belief, which means the thing that I believed when I thought that daydreaming is not okay and I shouldn't do that. My useful belief was whatever I do in the present moment is exciting and is an opportunity. This belief will help me get rid of my daydreaming habit. And guess what? It did help me get rid of my daydreaming habit. And now let's move on to the process of how exactly I got rid of it. So week 1, my experience was that I felt very lost and did not know what was going on around me, which means I wasn't aware of things. My ratio was 0 to 17, which means 0 times I was applying my useful belief to my daydreams, and 17 times I was applying my useless belief to my daydreams. My observation was that I started observing each day how often I was daydreaming, which means I was keeping track of how many times I daydreamed in week 1. And here's a situation that I can relate to. When I was listening to my dad teaching me something about science, I felt that was a little boring. So I wanted to daydream. And when I daydreamed, it brought me into the thought where I am outside with some friends on a sunny day and enjoying the day with ice cream. And so when I daydream, I mostly like to picture songs in my head or maybe things that I like to do or want to do. But now moving on to week 2. My experience was that I am converting only 3 of my daydreams into an opportunity when I daydreamed 3 times in the week, which means out of all the times that I daydreamed in week 2, only 3 of the times I was applying my useful belief to my daydreams, and the rest of the times I wasn't. My ratio is 3 to 14, and my observation was that I experienced that I have a choice, which means daydreaming or finding opportunity. And here's the situation. When I was listening to my dance teacher talking about our exams again, I was so bored. So I decided to listen to songs in my head. But immediately, I realized that I had to consider my daydreaming habit as an opportunity to be in the present moment. Listening to my teacher speak about the exams again is an opportunity to clear all of my doubts. Next is week 3. My experience was that I was able to convert almost half of my daydreams into opportunities. That's 50%. My ratio was 7 to 9. My observation was that I feel very satisfied and I am able to pay more attention to my tasks and complete them on time. So moving on to week 4. My experience was that I started getting used to applying my useful belief when I daydreamed. So now I apply my useful belief most of the time that I daydreamed. So you can say that's 75%. My ratio was 14 to 3, which means 14 times I was applying my useful belief to my daydreams, and 3 times I wasn't. My observation was that I'm feeling very confident and saving a lot of time to do more things and activities. And lastly was week 10. My experience for week 10 was that I applied my useful belief at all times when I daydreamed. So that's 100%. My ratio was 17 to 0, which means in the week that I daydreamed 17 times, 17 of them, which is all, I applied my useful belief, and 0 times I applied my useless belief. My observation was that I noticed that my daydreaming habit is gone, and I am feeling amazing about it. So this is how I got rid of my daydreaming habit, and I encourage you to do the same. Change your habit like how I did it, and become